Hi children, welcome to the biology class of phloem and xylem. So till now we have studied about the xylem vessels. Today we are going to learn about the phloem vessels tubes present in the cell. That is in the transpiration of plants. So phloem is what, as we discussed, it transports food manufactured by leaves to various parts of the plant. So it is a part of vascular bundle and it extends, and with phloem and xylem extends along the length of the plant body in the root, stem, branches and leaves. The phloem tissue is having four types. One is sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma. And sieve tubes. What are sieve tubes? See, first if you see in the picture, first is the sieve plate. If we take the lateral section of phloem, so we have first sieve plate, which is a base or which is a division. Sieve plate, after you can observe sieve tube are formed of cylindrical cells that are devoid of nucleus. They are the sieve tubes are cylindrical cells that are devoid of nucleus, and they are found arranged in vertical rows. So they are arranged in vertical rows placed end to end. Their end walls are called sieve plates. The end parts are called sieve plates. See children, sieve tubes are arranged vertically and they are placed one end to end, and end walls are perforated. So that perforated is called sieve plate. See, if you see, the perforated line is there, that is sieve plate. Food materials passes from cell to cell. From cell to cell. These sieve tubes play an important role in the transporting food. Next, what? Companion cell. Companion cells are living and they are thin walled elongated cells found attached to the sides of sieve tube. See, companion cell, it is attached to the sides of the sieve tubes. These cells help sieve tubes in conduction of food. And next is phloem parenchyma, found of thin walled parenchymatous cells. So where this phloem parenchyma present? It is present in the parenchymatous cells. These cells, what the function is? So these cells store food. These cells store food. Next, phloem fibers are dead sclerenchyma fibers formed of elongated cells, and these provide mechanical strength and support to the plant. So what the phloem function is? Transport food prepared by the leaves to all plants of the plant, and phloem parenchyma helps in the storage of food. See, phloem transport food prepared by the plant and phloem parenchyma stores the food. And phloem sclerenchyma provides mechanical support to the plant. So let's see what are the differences between xylem and phloem. These two comes under complex tissue. Xylem is having tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Phloem contains sieve tubes or sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So xylem conducts water and mineral salts from roots to the aerial parts of the plant. And the phloem transports the food material prepared by the leaves to other parts of the plant. And it is made up of, xylem is made up of tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma, and phloem made up of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So conducting cells are dead. In xylem, conducting cells are dead, but in phloem, conducting cells, that is sieve tubes, are living. And next, children, these are the differences between xylem and phloem. So next comes to transport of food. So during photosynthesis, you know photosynthesis, right? Preparation of food element by the plant. During photosynthesis, the plant produces their food as a glucose, which is stored in the form of starch. This starch is transported in the form of sucrose solution. And phloem, the different elements of phloem are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So phloem is a vascular tissue responsible for the transport of sugars, or we can say food, from source tissue. Example, photosynthetic leaf cells, because food is prepared by the leaf by photosynthesis. To sink tissues, that is non-photosynthetic root cells. So prepared food is again transported to roots also. So root, you know that they will be under the ground and developing flowers or developing flowers. So flowers cannot take part in the preparation of food. And other molecules such as proteins and mRNA are also transported to the plant via phloem only. So phloem transports proteins, mRNAs and food to the other parts of the plant. Next, so what is osmosis? What is osmosis? So osmosis is how plants are able to absorb water from soil, or we can say water absorption by the roots. Water absorption by the roots. We are very familiar with the absorption of water by the blotting paper or cotton dipped in water. Yes or no? Or a cotton cloth, when we dip in water, it will absorb. So in the both cases, we will observe that water by property of capillary action, that is attraction of water molecules towards narrow spaces or surface tension. But absorption of water by root is quite different when you compare with blotting paper or cotton. To understand this, so first we should know the root system. Roots of plant consist of main root, which gives lateral, that means branches. The lateral root bears a large number of outgrowths called root hairs. So if you see a mother root, tap root system and main root system, in main root system, so there will be a lateral roots. So when root hair is having extension, the epidermal cell of the root has outer cell wall and inner membrane. So the cell wall is said to be freely permeable, and it allows all substances to pass it. The cell membrane is semi-permeable. So the root cell membrane is semi-permeable and it allows the water molecules to pass through it, but prevents the entry of any large molecules. So it prevents entry of large molecules, but it allows the water molecules. So here the roots of the plant have higher solute concentration than the surrounding soil. So the water flows into roots. It controls the absorption of water by root hairs from the soil. Growing tips of roots remain turgid because of osmosis. Turgid meaning hard, and are thus able to penetrate into soil. You know that higher osmotic pressure of cells provide resistance to plants against the drought injury. Drought injury means if there is no sufficient supply of water, if scarcity of water happens, the plant has resistance to stand. That's why it has capacity to penetrate into the soil. So this osmotic pressure of cells provides resistance to the plants against drought injury. So numerous root hairs provide large surface area. So large surface area is greater in the absorption. See, osmosis definition is osmosis is a process by which molecules of solvent pass from solution of low concentration to solution of high concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So once again, osmosis is a process by which the molecules of solvent pass from solution of low concentration to high concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So children, tomorrow we'll discuss in detail about this. So till then, bye bye and refer the book. Okay.